Hello Tubesters, it's Gav. Welcome to another one of my videos. I apologise for not having any videos up recently. Well, recently, for Gav anyway, probably about 4 or 5 days. I said on the last video, I believe, that my camera looked as if it's playing up. Well, I went to do another video and it died on me. I think it's pretty rotten when your own video camera refuses to, to video my videos. What's it trying to tell me? Anyway, I use a camcorder. I looked into it again. A lot of YouTubers, especially those higher up the food chain than me, they use these DSLR cameras. In the UK, whether it'll change because there's an EU tax on cameras, so they keep them the actual video side of a camera. They only give 30 minutes. Well, hey, what would Gav be doing with a 30-minute video? That's no good to me. So I've always shot on it was a Panasonic camera before, camcorder, and they're only, you know, the last one was in a sale. I think it was about £100, £110, something like that. I can't afford obviously expensive stuff, and let's be fair, you know, the camcorder does what it needs to do. I kept reading up pros and cons of using camcorders for YouTube videos. Should anybody, you know, out there be wanting to start up a channel, if you've got the money, some people say it's just a trend that people use DSLRs. Others say that DSLR cameras, for a lot of this type of stuff, face to face, it gets, well, you don't want to see this face any closer, but it's supposed to be sharper and that. But to be honest with you, you can get the Chinese £50 cameras. That's up to you. I bought a bought a £25 not a video camera, one of these is supposed to be DSLR, and it was £25. I think the box had more quality to it than the camera. This was probably a couple of years ago. The guy I'm filming on now is a Sony. I can't remember, and without my glasses I can't even see. It's £150. I wasn't particularly impressed in paying another 50 quid, but what can you do? It does what I need. If anybody really wants to know, I'll obviously write it in a comment, and I'll give you the actual name and stuff. But this was from Argus, which is one of those click and collect type things, and it does me. That's all I want it to do. It says it does full HD. As long as you get a camera that does a camcorder or camera that does 1080, that's basically all you really need. I believe that the HD, the file take a bit longer to upload and things like that. But this was HD, and to be honest with you, for the price, it was probably one of the few I could get that wasn't one of these, like, really, you know, have a camcorder for £30 and they stick all the microphones on with it and everything for another 20 quid, and you just think, nah, I'll when it comes to optical stuff, I'll stick with branded goods, thanks. Right, after all that, we're just having a final reveal on this Bandai Snow Speeder. I thank Mr. and Mrs. Beetle who sent me this kit. I'm a military builder at the end of the day. I've got, you know, like I've still got a sports bike to build. There's a couple of things I will build outside the military area of scale modelling, but really, and you can call this military in a way, can't you? It might be fiction, but it's military. But I suppose I did struggle with it a bit. Nothing to do with putting the kit together. I mean, Beetle had said, you know, they just click together, and they do, you know, except for one piece which I seem to, I presume I've lost it. Whether it's dropped out when I've turned it over, I've no idea. I can't find it in the box or anything, but it's done. I just put some paint over the snow base. You know, it's got like a base, but, you know, obviously because it's the Ice Planet Hoth, I'll just put some snow. It looks, actually looking at the camera now, and sorry, looking at the lights over it, it looks pretty grey to me. But I do thank you for the chance to build it. As I say, you know, it's just been a bit of a struggle, really. I don't know. Sometimes I just, whether it's kits or figures, obviously with mental health problems. Sometimes if it doesn't grab me straight away, it takes a while for me to plough through it, but I do really appreciate you sending me it. You know, and I know that the Beatles said how much, you know, Bandai kits are great for clicking together and weathering and stuff like that. I've just weathered this with weathering pencils because, to be honest with you, I wanted to try. I hadn't got a lot of weathering pencils from AK. I just got the smoke and the grey set, but when I looked at the box art, that's more or less what it was showing, really. You know, that I think they call it in the oils washes, they call it Starship Filth and that. But I got these AK acrylic weathering pencils, and I just wanted to try them out properly on something that I could try them out on. And so all it's got really is like different greys, blacks and that, just as if, you know, going in the wind direction type of thing. So join me at the bench and we'll take a look. Right guys, thanks for joining me at the bench. I have to be careful because this, for some reason, my old camera from Panasonic, the centre of gravity where you screw in the, you know, you can screw it on a tripod of different sizes, was in the middle, which made perfect sense. This one's right at the front end of the camera, which makes it my small tripod for the table is just on the edge of what it can hold balance wise. So I'm going to have to be careful. Anyway, this is the kit in question. I'm getting closer. I apologise, this is the first video I've done with this. I did paint the cockpit interior. It comes with two options, I believe, for the you can have to have this open. That's the let's see, this will do. This will shine up, show up quite well. That there, no idea. I presume, as there's nothing behind it, that should have a panel on there, but I couldn't find it. I don't know if I've put it on and it's dropped off as I've been turning it upside down, and then I've just cleared my bench off when I've been doing other modelling stuff. I've no idea whatsoever. But yeah, it's gone. So I apologise, Beetle, for that. I've no idea. Guy, I couldn't push him down any closer. He's literally head. Whether that's the reason, it seems to be a gap there. But the pilot's head is right up on top. I put stickers on this rather than the and again, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have those gaps there or not. I've tried pressing them in any tighter, but it's just not wanting to work. But you get two options. You get transfers and as in, water slide decals, or you get these stickers. And the stickers, to be honest with you, you can take, as long as you keep the edge up while you're they will go on. You know, what I mean is that you can peel them off and put them on a few times. I've found anyway, having needing to. You can pose the ship, the speeder, on 3 settings on the stand, up and down, you know, and whatever. There's also I've got rid of the box now, but you can also have options for having the flaps, you know, posed at different places. It's just gingerly without dropping her off. I don't think she'll fall off. It is a Bandai. And there's the base, and they do give you some slightly glowy this will the plug in here more or less, and you've got your shooting lasers, but I left those off. I thought they're only going to get caught and pull the thing over. But yeah, it's all click. If you don't know Bandai kits, they all click together. As I say, I've got some gaps in mine. I don't know if they were supposed to, if they click closer to that. I've pressed them in as tight as I can. But no, you know, I thank you very much for the chance to get this one built. It was something different. I've never done a spaceship of sorts before. I mean, you could really go to town with it more, because I wanted to see, because to use my my pencils in the panel lines as well. It worked in some places and some it didn't, you know, but I wanted to try them out, and I thought this was a good way of doing it. I think the AK weathering pencils probably better for more subtle, I mean obviously exactly subtle here, but you know, they have their uses, let's put it that way, but I think probably this would have been a better one for oils, but it was the only thing that I got that I wanted to try them out on. So it gave the same, it gave an effect of the grime that I showed on the box, so I'm happy to go with that. Videos coming up. I've been working, I can't say I've been working diligently on the frigate, because I've literally had about 6 days, might even been a whole week, where I've not been able to do a thing on it, but I was working on it last night. I've been doing the bending photo etch for the Seawolf missiles. Is it the Seawolf? I believe they are. And that was 2 falls and a submission. But we'll go into that when I do an update on the ship, which will probably be towards the end of the week, if I can get some more done on tonight. I've been painting 2 28mm dwarves up. I've been following one of the Jose Da Vinci's channel, and following his how to do dwarf skin and non-metallic metals and that, and I've been having a load of fun with them. In fact, I've been getting a bit quiet in the early hours of the morning, because after working on ships and on commissions, I've been doing those as well. So that's that. Joe the Barbarian, I had a stall on that because crackle medium that I'd got wasn't working for me. A good member of the channel, Ian Aitken. If you go over to Ian Aitken's channel and see what he does with his painting figures, he's a big funny enough, he's a huge Star Wars buff, and he does a lot of Star Wars related figures. He sent me some crackle medium down. I don't still think I use that as thick as I've never used this stuff before, so it's a learning curve, and I could have probably done it, put it on thicker. But the base is done. Bar, I've made a little plant up out of paper, and although I brush painted it, it really needs an airbrush over it, so I won't be doing a Joe update for probably sometime in the week when I've got my my paints. I've been promising you now for ages the 18mm Napoleonics. It literally just as I was ready to do them, the blooming camera failed, and first it was a snow speeder to be done, and then the naps. So you'll get the 18mm naps maybe tomorrow or the next day. I'm still painting away on the 30-year war figures. I've got two more done, but I'm waiting for another 2 to at least show you 4. There was something else I was going to say. I start the Starfighter. The Starfighter was put on hold for a few days because the ship was put on hold, but the Starfighter should start being worked on again pretty soon. And there was something else. Oh, 6 mils. Yeah, I've got a 6 mil unit to show you as well, which is all done and dusted, and that's just waiting for a video. So once again, thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Beetle, for showing me what a Bandai kit actually does, and you know, how it goes together. I do appreciate that. Thank you guys very much for sticking with the channel and taking a look. There will be a basing. We'll put that. We'll try to get everything done now in the next few days. I don't know if that'll be probable. Might have to wait till Monday, Tuesday next week, but we'll get a base done on the artillery figure, and then we'll just have a recap on little things I want to say about the painting side of that. So there's lots of figure painting coming up. There'll be scale model ship coming up towards the end of the week. I probably won't show any Starfighter off until I've got more or less it all together ready to go for paint, and then we'll show that off. And once the Starfighter's done, there's a 1 in 35 scale vehicle coming up. So yeah, lots to do, and there may also be somewhere in the mix over the next few weeks, 2-3 weeks, a 1 in 35 scale paint along as well, for just to do a larger scale alongside the other paint along, which would be a 28mm War Games figure. Phew, there's a lot going on. I probably won't achieve it all, but I like to talk about it. Right, look after yourselves, guys, and we'll catch each other very soon on another video.